What is going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here, and I gotta tell you, I'm having a ton of fun in the Sparrow Racing League. I am completely shocked about how much fun this really is. So let me be completely honest with you. When I first saw the announcement at the PlayStation Experience of Sparrow Racing League, what I was thinking was going to happen, what I was hoping for, was new DLC. We didn't get that. We got this Sparrow Racing League instead. I was a little bit disappointed. Sparrow Racing sounded fun, but that's not what I come to Destiny for. I come to Destiny for the shooter, right? It's a shooter. It's a shooter-looter. That's what I come to Destiny for. Once I actually got my hands on the Sparrow Racing, though, I gotta tell you, I'm having a blast with it. The two maps, there's only two maps right now, are both set up pretty well. They seem to be a lot of fun. They encourage fast-paced, speed-based gameplay. I like the way the Sparrows perform on the tracks. I like the interaction between the Sparrows. So when you're in a tight pack of racers, you're really knocking, you're rubbing. You can bump people out of the little boost gates. You can knock them into walls. You can just knock them off of their intended path. And I think that's a lot of fun, especially if you have a group of friends in. Last night, I was playing a lot with my raid clan, and we were yelling at each other an awful lot, and that was a lot of fun. So I like this a lot so far. I'm looking forward to see what they do to this in the future, because I think that there is definitely room here to add a lot of depth to Sparrow Racing. More types of Sparrows, more types of tracks, more interactions between the racers. There's all sorts of things they can do to the Sparrow Racing League to kind of introduce even more depth. But the thing is, the core mechanic of Sparrow Racing is fun. It feels good. The Sparrows themselves on the racetracks feel fun and they feel engaging. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little bit surprised about that. Sparrows in the past have been kind of wonky little things, but I think they've tightened up the handling of the Sparrows. They've made them a little easier to control at high speeds without kind of hitting that random geometry and just getting hit up or flipped over. They seem more stable than they ever have in the past, and that makes it pretty fun to be running around these racetracks. I'm still a little bit disappointed that we didn't get a new DLC announcement, and I don't know how long I'm going to be playing the Sparrow Racing League. There is, of course, only 2 tracks, so that limits its replayability intrinsically a little bit. But the 2 tracks they do have are fun, and they seem pretty deep with, multiple paths to kind of get to the same place, different routes, different lines you can take around certain corners. And of course, the interaction between the Sparrows themselves is just super fun. So now I'm kind of wondering what you guys think about the Sparrow Racing League. I think, right now it's fresh. Everybody's having fun with it. We're getting brand new loot out of it. I really like the Sparrow Racers uniforms, let's say. They look kind of fun. They look unlike anything we've ever seen in Destiny before. They really look Star Wars inspired, especially if you put the right shader on them. You can really make yourself look like a stormtrooper, especially on a Titan, I feel like. But it's just fun, man, and I'm wondering if you guys are feeling the same way. Now, I did go ahead and buy the race book. It's a $10 book that kind of tracks your progress. As you fill up kind of achievements inside that book, you get rewards out of it. That kind of bothers me a little bit because I feel like you're basically paying $10 to get the rewards. It feels like you're paying $10 for a bunch of bounties, which we've never really seen before in Destiny. However, it is nice to have kind of goals inside the Sparrow Racing League looking to achieve. There's the regular set of bounties that Amanda Holiday gives you, but these are a little bit more in depth. They have, you got to pull off like a set amount of tricks. You got to get through a set amount of gates, a bunch of stuff like that. So it gives you kind of goals that you have to achieve while you're racing, which I kind of like because anytime that kind of stuff happens, it adds depth to the game. However, the difference is that it's kind of artificial depth. It's not the depth of gameplay, it's depth in repetition, in trying to do the same thing over and over to try to, basically fill up this book. So I'm wondering what you guys are thinking. Do you like this Sparrow Racing League? Do you like the logbook? Do you like how that works? Destiny has definitely started adding a lot of microtransactions into the game, and it comes at a time where they've said, well, we're not going to do these big DLC releases anymore. We're not going to be doing Dark Below or House of Wolves style releases throughout the year. We're going to do a big release and then supplement it with the live teams kind of you know, smaller chunks of content. What we've seen so far, obviously, is the Festival of the Lost and the Sparrow Racing League. I think the Sparrow Racing League is much meatier bunch of content than the Festival of the Lost was. Festival of the Lost was basically a bunch of masks, and that was fun for a while, but, you know, the Sparrow Racing League is a brand new game mode, a brand new way to play Destiny, and it's pretty fun. You know, it's definitely not something I've ever encountered in Destiny before. I know that a lot of people have been looking forward to, you know, a Destiny Racing League or Sparrow races, but I never really expected it to happen, especially to this magnitude. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Sparrow Racing League, about the microtransactions, and about that racing logbook. That's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.